happy Sunday afternoon. I hope your day is going amazing so far. So I think we should just do what we normally do and go ahead and step into the goddess realm. Hey y'all, my name is Sharita Bagby with I Am Goddess Life, and let's do what we normally do. Grab a glass of water, we're gonna social it up, chug a lug, boop, hit like when you're done. Yeah. Good morning, Drea. So we are gonna try something a little bit different. I am using some new software today, and I am going to attempt to migrate all of my chat into one place. I don't know if I can do that, but all we can do is try, right? Which is what I'm doing right now. But or not. We're not even going to try and play with that today. I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm going to have to play with that later. So, details, y'all. Let's go ahead and dive in. Thank you, God. Thank you to our angels. Thank you to our goddesses, our guides, our fairies for all the amazing direction you've been giving us, for all the clear and concise messages you've been giving us. We ask that you continue to guide and direct our path. Help each individual who hears this message to know exactly what it is that you have for them. And we also ask that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it abundantly. And all these many wonderful things we ask in unconditional love. Amen. All right, y'all, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Where is our message coming from? Oh, couple of heads up. You'll see I've already posted in the links for those of you. Been getting a lot of requests for free goddess readings, so please, if you have not done so, take advantage. Also, there is a link for a free discovery call as well. And that is a 30-minute one-on-one face-to-face session with me. And what we'll do is just spend a few minutes focusing on where you're at, where it is you want or need to be, and really some ways to get there. It's just, think of it as a kind of like a free coaching call. And so if coaching is something that you are interested in, by all means, take advantage. And what it is, guys, is unfortunately, I cannot work with everyone. Number one, there's only so many hours in the day. But number two, not everybody's in the same place, and not everyone is the right fit. So really also what this does is if you're interested in coaching, it just gives us an opportunity to see if we are a good fit for each other. So definitely make sure you click the link, take advantage. You will see that both on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Stream Me, and I think there are a few other places we are streaming live right now. So please, please take advantage. The other thing, the last announcement that I have is the meditation course. If y'all missed yesterday's announcement, the meditation course is up. It's complete. It's up. Now, I am still doing some beautifying, some tweaking here and there, but it is complete. It's up. It's ready to go. So the first 10 people who say me, who comment, I'm going to grant you access to that, because what I'd love for y'all to do is kind of be my beta testers. Check it out, check the platform out, check the course out, and let me know what you like, what maybe could use a little bit of improvement, what have you. But I cannot tell you how excited I am. So there are a few slots left. A couple of you did respond in yesterday's reading, but a few of you also sent me private messages. So take advantage. All right, y'all. And yeah, morning, afternoon. Good day, Drea. Good day, we'll call it. So that is all I have for announcements. We've socialed. We've talked to God. Let's get our message. And I'm just kind of looking around to see where our message is coming from. And I think we are going to go ahead and do our 7-card reading. We're going to talk to our goddesses real quick. And y'all, I'm super excited because two things tonight, or this afternoon, in about an hour and a half, I'll be going live again with the Vegan Fitness Goddess. And we are going to talk specifically in regards to consciousness versus knowledge of self. You know, a person is conscious, sometimes they claim, but are you really woke? So we're going to be diving into that. We've got some great topics in the upcoming weeks, so you will be able to find that here on YouTube, on my Facebook, and a few other places. So I've been getting some amazing messages from our goddesses, and what I really want to do is I want to be super intentional with our reading today, especially because knowing that we have this amazing eclipse coming up tomorrow. We're nearing the end of eclipse season, y'all, and we're in Mercury. Mercury is retrograde right now. It has been a freaking doozy and a half. You know, I'm not going to get too much into the astrology of it, but, you know, I think a lot of people have been dealing with a lot of stuff. And it's a lot that's been brought up that we need to recognize what the heck it is and to address it. You know, it's not that we're going through it just to go through it. Like, there's a reason why all of this crap, all of these feelings, all of this, you know, what have you, situations, past people, blah, 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 are coming up right now. So we are meant to deal with them. And the biggest reminder that our guides have been reminding us or been giving us is that, you know, everything comes from within. And so when we see things externally, it's a reminder to do the work within, not to focus on all this external negativity, but to do the work within. All right. So thank you so much, goddesses. What I specifically want to know is, what is it that we need to know, or where? I want to be even more specific than that. What path do we need to align ourselves on moving through this this eclipse season, moving past it? Because again, with an eclipse, it marks so many endings and closings of old cycles, situations, people. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And I don't want to say the ending of people, but for some people physically on this earth, you know, there are a lot of people who are transitioning to the spiritual realm. There are a lot of things that are coming up within us. So what is it that we need to know in order to appropriately move through or past or beyond this eclipse cycle? Where do we need to be? What do we need to focus on within self to appropriately close this eclipse cycle? I think that's the better question I want to know, or that we should ask. And really, if there's a specific question, I want you to hold it in your heart, in your mind. Oh, hello. And really what I'm going to do, because I know we all might have slightly different questions or vastly different questions, but really what I'm asking God to do is just to make it applicable in your own mind, both of these. Okay, got it. 3 and 4 in that order. 3, wait. Okay, leave them in that order. So I'm asking that God just make it clear and concise in your mind. What else do we need to know? What message from our guides? What obstacle? That's where we're at. What obstacle do we need to overcome? Restriction. Ooh, got it. All right, what messages do you have for us? Keep going, I hear. Keep going. Keep going, my guide says. 5, 6, and 7. And I think we're going to get a couple of bonus cards. That one, got it. Oh, got it. 6, then 7. Okay. All right. Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm missing all kinds of comments. Hey, Javon. Good morning. Javon said, let's see, Drea says, you know, I wondered. I remembered last night about Mercury retrograde as my fire stick kept messing up. Right? Good morning. I can't stay on, but I wanted to send you love live. Good morning, Javon. Sending you love right back, girl. Yeah, it was interesting. My husband had a project this week, and it should have been 1 day, and it ended up being 3 days. And it was like every time they got a new scissor lift, like either the battery was dead, or then the company brought them out a new one, and then like it wasn't tall enough to reach you know, the project that they were working on. It was just like one thing after another, and all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, Mercury is in retrograde, and I called him like, babe, sorry about your luck. You know, guys, by the way, Mercury is in retrograde until September 6th. We talked a little bit about this in yesterday's reading, but in particular, if you have to travel, you know, I will just say this. In any details within your life, just check, double check, and triple check. You know, make sure that you're being abundantly clear upon your communication. What's kind of cool is, like I told you, I'm getting ready to do a live stream with Vegan Fitness Goddess. And as we were preparing for it and we were talking about it, we were using a lot of the same words, right? But as we started to talk, her mindset was over here and my mindset was over there. So just be abundantly clear when you're talking with people, especially if you're negotiating any types of deals or anything like that in the business realm or anything dealing with money and finance, that you just triple check to make sure everyone is on the same exact page, because it can create a little bit of confusion. Additionally, you know, if you have to travel, allow yourself plenty of time to get there. You know, I don't want to say expect delays, but just be prepared and all that good jazz. So let's go ahead and dive in. And we are going to do it like this. So the first card represents let's tell you what it is exactly. Sarasvati, the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. So this, again, we are talking about where we need to be at our utmost to move through this eclipse season. And specifically, we're being told, express yourself. Expressing yourself. And this is really interesting, guys. A lot of messages that I've been getting personally, and I've just been seeing broadly across the board, is we're moving into a period of self. Not about selfishness, but there are a lot of things that are I don't want to say probably, but that might be coming up within you over these last few weeks. In particular, you know, things that are, for some, I think it's a lot of insecurity. And these things aren't being brought to you for you to be insecure, but for you to recognize, where in my life am I not living my authentic self? Where in my life am I kind of faking the funk, so to speak? So really to help build your strength, to get deeper into you, how many times have we been told this? Express yourself through creative activities. And in particular, we see Sarasvati, you know, she's playing music. She's sitting in nature. She's got her foot in the water, in the lotus, right? Opening, beginning. So really just focus on expressing yourself creatively. And what you'll find is that's where your strength lies. That's where the deepest parts of you lie. That's where you'll find your true self. So, you know, it's one of those things where sometimes we have to ask ourselves, you know, have I been getting along to go along? Or going along, rather, how's that saying go along to get along? Or am I truly being me? Am I expressing my true thoughts? Am I expressing my true feelings? And do it creatively. You know, for some of us, we've gotten so many messages in the past about doing that creative writing. You know, is it in song? Is it in dance? Just expressing yourself creatively. All right, so let's move on to our second card. Our second card, we have Coventina, Purification. Now, your second card represents right now your life, where you are to be. It is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. It is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So to help improve your life, right? Improve your mind, improve your state of being. It's time for a cleansing detox of your body and your mind. Now, again, guys, we asked specifically in relation to this eclipse, and what do we talk about? Eclipses are times of closing, times of ending. So if you haven't been already, I would suggest getting on that now, today, ASAP, and do some life inventory. Where are some areas within your body that you can detoxify and that you can clean up within your nutrition, within your exercise, within your water intake. You know, are you doing a lot of soda? Are you doing a lot of booze? Are you eating a lot of sugar? Are you eating a lot of processed foods? Remember, y'all, I snapped off on that earlier this week, so I'm not going to go there. But also, what types of thoughts are you holding? Are you allowing yourself to carry? Are they thoughts of lack? Are they thoughts of fear? What is that mindless chatter that's running through the back of your mind? Because remember, that's what rules our day. That's what rules our ultimate actions. It's not, sometimes we get that stuff right in the forefront. Hey, Glenn, right in the forefront of our mind. That's like, yes, I got to do this right now. And we get motivated for a hot second. But really at the end of the day, it's that mindless chatter that's ruling us. That's ruling our ultimate decisions. That's ruling our ultimate actions. So what do you need to detox within your mind? What thoughts, what feelings are you carrying with you that are not supporting your highest good? Good morning, Angie. Afternoon, excuse me. So purification. Now, the next card we have, guys, it supports your happiness. And this is quickly becoming one of my favorite cards. We've been talking about this. I think we got this card last Monday because I ended up going to the beach. Sulis, body of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean to recharge your batteries. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean to recharge your batteries. I mean, I think that's just abundantly clear, right? Just abundantly clear. Something that helps support your happiness. Maybe you are running ragged right now. Maybe you are just working like a freaking madman or a madwoman right now. And you need to recharge. You need to allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to flow. Allow yourself to be. Get near water. And again, I went extensively into this earlier this week, so I'm not gonna snap off on why water is so important. But again, guys, as you're purifying your body, we clean the outside of our body. Let's clean the inside. So taking in additional water. And what do we really see? Like waves and waves and waves and waves of water. So get near water, but not only getting near water, but getting water in your body and then getting your body in water. So if you can't get to a lake, if you can't get to a river, if you can't get to an ocean, if you don't have a creek or a stream, you know, somewhere close, get in the daggone bathtub. Charge your bathtub with your crystals. Charge your bathtub water with your intentions. If you don't have a bathtub, get in the shower. And I want you to be mindful in the shower as that water hits your head, hits your face, as it washes down you. You're going to imagine, much like we see Sulis, you're going to imagine that water just flowing down into the tub, into the drain, down to Mother Earth, where she can transmute. She can wash away, water can wash away all that old, all that negativity, all that isn't, that supports our highest good. We can mindfully cleanse our aura. We don't need some special trick or these special tools or potion to do these things. We need to be mindful. Hey, Coach Donna, good to see you. So again, this is about clarity, purification. Recharge yourself, wash yourself off of the old. Again, guys, we are going through the eclipse tomorrow. Let the ish go. Let it go. Stay fresh, stay clean. All right? And what you'll find is, that brings about a much happier me. So our fourth card, y'all, is our obstacle to overcome. Nematona, she has been popping up quite a bit lately. Nematona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So I think one of the biggest, I don't want to call it a complaint that I hear, but one of the biggest things that I hear is I just don't feel connected. I'm having trouble staying connected. I don't know that I'm connected. And remembering, y'all, that you are always connected. You are always being divinely guided. More often than not, it's a matter of opening up. And we've talked a lot about opening the heart chakra, but opening up to receive. And to do that, it is necessary, absolutely necessary, that you go into your power place, that you go into your sacred place, whether you have an altar at home, whether you get out in nature near this body of water, right? Whether you go into your meditative space and you go within. But really, I think the biggest obstacle that a lot of people are having is they're trying to do the mental work, and maybe they're even trying to do the spirit or the physical work, but they're not really able to, or not taking the time to do the spiritual work. Like, we can do the mental work, we can do the physical work, but we got to power it with that spiritual work too. So I think you'll find that as you overcome these obstacles, and I see we're having a little bit of internet connection issues, I'm so sorry. As you overcome these things, or as you get back in your power place, that you'll find that it's much easier to connect within your spirituality. So again, I love this in particular. When you, especially given the card that Sulis, this is a Sulis, remember, it was supported your happiness. So you're washing that away. You're washing away the old, right? But get into your power place to recharge. Create a power place. And then here's the other aspect to that, guys. Sometimes, you know, we try and mentalize things a little too much, and really a lot of it is about feeling, which again, plug is why we are introducing the meditation course, because it's about helping you to relax, to get in, to quiet your mind, that quiet that mindless chatter, to connect into your sacred place, your power place, your inner self, right? Okay, so I'm going to keep moving, because I can go on and 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 on to the break of dawn, all about that. So our fifth card is a message from your angels. Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And I think our fairies just told us that earlier this week alone. Our fairies specifically told us to only say yes if you really want to, right? So you're being guided and directed straight up. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. If you're not feeling it, if it drains you, if it leaves you lacking, love yourself enough to say no. And again, that's not about being an a-hole and telling people, you know, no, I don't want to help out. It's not about that at all. It's about recognizing that I need to take care of self. I need to make sure that I have what I need. I can't give what I don't have, right? So making sure that you are taking care of self first. All right. Our next card is a message from your guides. A message from your guides. Bast. Independent. Your independence is the foundation for your strength and success. Your independence is the foundation for your strength and success. I mean, I think that's really straightforward, y'all. And I love this again, because as you are expressing yourself creatively, as you're walking your individual life purpose, as you're walking your specific life path, you'll find that as you move away from the fear and the darkness and the doubt and the lack of the crowd, and you start to let your own light personally shine, that, oh my goodness, you become more and more independent. And again, that is the foundation of your strength and your success. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? And our seventh card is a message from your heart. Isolt, undying love. The love that you have is shared eternal, regardless of the situation. The love that you have is shared. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So I just want to read through this real quick. When it comes to the matters of the heart, your help is here. It's all around you and also inside of you. Your inner wisdom may seem quieted by any pain that you feel, yet be assured that the healing you're undergoing is swift and efficient, and you truly are healing from the inside out. First, your heart must heal from its grief, loneliness, and any feelings of betrayal. This can take some time, so be patient with yourself. Treat yourself as you would any ailing person. with caution, gentleness, and tenderness. Next, get yourself out into the world, not in a harsh fashion, but with outings to parks, forests, and such which are essential to lightening your outlook. Let me just drop that in there real quick. Nature is the great healer, you see. That's why I'm frequently amidst the flowers and the trees. Although they may seem quiet on the outside, they're quite talkative when you breathe and simply ingest their magical tones in conversation. Spend time among the forest and the trees, as well as the plants and the animals, and you'll regain your foothold upon this planet. You'll receive a sense of spirit in your desire to tread among the living once again. I promise you that your heart will mend and that you will also help others in this fashion along the way. So the thing I love about this is, guys, this is actually a message directly from your heart, telling you that now is the time, right? We asked specifically about this eclipse season. Now is the time. The heartache is coming to an end. The grief, the disappointment, the loneliness, any feelings of betrayal. Now is the point. So I want you to not only imagine, but think and know and act from a standpoint of knowing my heart is healing, if not already healed, that I'm a full and complete person, right? And again, we're being directed once again to get out in nature, to charge up. So a couple of different ways you can take this card would be like love from a romantic partner is eternal, regardless of outward appearances. You're healing from a breakup, or maybe you're healing from some other type of loss. Let go of an old relationship to make room for a new one. Let's see. Another way you could take this is the love that you send into the world is an important part of your divine purpose. And also another way, a way you could take this, and again, I want you to just pick whatever stands out to you the most. You know, this could also mean a deceased loved one or someone who's already transitioned is happy and they send you love. So just remember, you know, I love this. She specifically says, I promise you that your heart will mend and that you'll also help others in this fashion along the way. That is freaking amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, guys, so I want to do one more thing. I am going to switch real quick. I feel like we're going to get another card. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do want to talk to our spirit animals. What is it? Ooh, let me slide. Yesterday, remember, we had the cougar, and the cougar told us, you can do it. I always think of, what is that movie? The Water Boy, where he's like, you can do it. Sorry, just, ignore me. Let's see. Who's our spirit animal? What spirit animal are we working with today? What spirit animal is here to help guide and direct us? What message do you have for us today? Okay, that's interesting. That is so interesting. I literally just heard not yet. It is 1:11, by the way. Who are we talking to? Not yet. Who else are we talking to? All right. Woo. We're going to talk to our energy oracle. Again, if I had it my way, these would be for private sessions only. But apparently God has something for us. These cards, y'all, they're so revealing. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. So what is the question? What is the question? What will best help us? Whoa! Okay, one more. What will best help us through this eclipse? Okay, got it. Okay. All right, God. Yeah, we're gonna depend on God heavily to interpret here. Now, this is really interesting because, especially coming after Isolt, the last card that we just had, talking about heart, the Healer of Ages. I think this is amazing, again, given the fact that we are in eclipse season and we're about to have a huge eclipse tomorrow. Eclipses are times of endings, times of new beginnings. And we're seeing a big shift in energy and in consciousness throughout the world. So, in particular, Healer of Ages, health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills. Wow. Helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. So, give me a hot second. I'm just kind of... I love how our guides work. That's the other thing, guys. One of the reasons why I go so big on water, whether it be in a personal reading or in our group readings. Because water is so great at getting things to move, whether it be blood, nutrients, oxygen, energy in the body. This is why we always social it up. And it's just good to be hydrated. I mean, your health depends on that. Sorry, I'm just trying to fit these in the frame a little bit better. Okay. So, you may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening up to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. Oh, my goodness. Now, having said that, this emissary, this ascended master, this divine consciousness, this being, is very reminiscent of a, religious archetypal being that we are all accustomed to, or familiar with. I won't even say accustomed to, because not everybody's accustomed to it. Familiar. But what I will say is, at the end of the day, energy is energy. So should you choose to call on an ascended master, Christ, recognize it as an energy, at the end of the day, it is independent to you. All right. But recognize that this being, this energy, is all about healing. It's all about revitalization. It's all about balance, renewal, miraculous transformation. All right. So however you choose to see or receive is entirely up to you. All right. I just wanted to go there real quick. Let's see. Keep these cards in order. All right. So the next card we have is Deceit. This is a really interesting card. And yes, this is one of our decks that read reverse. And I know, y'all, I said I'm not huge into reverse readings, but I do appreciate this deck. All right, so Deceit in particular, hidden tactics and manipulation. Receiving this card reversed puts you on notice that deceit of the past is over or about to end. Perhaps some I don't know if that's right. Enmity at work is being dissolved, or maybe a more open communication has developed in your personal life. Be assured that the negative and dishonest energy is on its way out, and take advantage of new, peaceful, and open-ended environment where you will be able to forge more success and greater comfort. On a deeper level, this card reversed is telling you that the period of self-deceit is over. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that everything we've just been talking about, especially these last few weeks? You are now ready to see the abiding truth of your own value, power, and deserving. It may take continued effort, but your honesty with yourself regarding these truths will bring an even greater value into your life. Yesterday, did we not get Pele reminding us to be honest with ourselves. What is your heart's true desire? What is your divine passion? I love this. I mean, just yet another card reminding us that the bad times are moving out, that the storm is rolling out, the deceit, the turmoil. And again, on a deeper level, this card is telling you that the period of self-deceit is over. You're in a period where you're in a lot of self-recognition. I know a lot of you are, because we talk in private. You're in a period of self-recognition. And in doing so, that brings up a lot of ish. It brings up a lot of stuff like, you have to start recognizing things within yourself. Like, man, okay, I really have been lazy in that area of my life. Or I really have been acting out of fear in that area of my life. And again, guys, we've now moved to a point where it's a choice. And we got the card yesterday that told us you can choose love. The last two cards. Okay, so now that these things have come up and we recognize them within self, now we can do something about it. It's not about sitting around having the pity party. It's about now we can actually do something about it. So I love, we are going through a healing transformation. In particular, let me get this off of here. In particular, we're reminded to express ourselves through our creative activities. Be who you're meant to be. Be your authentic self. It's a time of purification. Purification is a big catalyst to healing, y'all. So again, we're not only clarifying or purifying rather our bodies, but also our minds, also our thoughts, which in turn clarify or purify our feelings and intentions. But a lot of healing, especially anyone who's ever dealt with a health problem, starts first with purifying. You have a little kid, they fall in the dirt and they bump and scrape their knee. What's the first thing you do? You cleanse it. You wash it off. You get a little peroxide, hopefully something that doesn't sting, right? And you cleanse it off. And then once you cleanse it, you allow it to begin to heal. Something that supports our happiness. Sulis, getting near bodies of water, feeling refreshed, feeling cleansed, feeling that purification, not only within in our minds, but in our hearts, in our bodies, our aura. Cleansing, what does it say? And to recharge your batteries. And again, there's a lot of science to structuring water and how structured water performs differently, not only when watering plants, but in ourselves. So again, if you can't get to a lake, river, or ocean, I want you to fill up your bathtub. Say a prayer over that water. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It just needs to be genuine and from your heart. Restructure that water. Get in and imagine yourself being cleansed. Imagine yourself being charged up. You'll be amazed how powerful you are in your imagination. But again, if you can get out to fresh water, go do that. Nematoda reminding us that one of the obstacles that this is an obstacle we need to overcome. And I think for a lot of people, it's a matter of making time to sit down, to go into that power place. If you don't have an altar, it's fine. Sit down quiet in a quiet place where you can not be distracted. Learn to go within, how to settle your mind, to let that mindless chatter flow. And as you do so, that's when you start to recognize, oh my gosh, this aspect of self is actually God speaking through me. You'll be able to hear clearly. Your angel is telling you, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Again, this is a time to start saying no. And we're not saying no to be rude, to be mean, to be selfish. We're saying no because we can't continue to deplete ourselves and expect us to be not profitable, but fruitful in our works, in our deeds, in any area. We have to, absolutely have to honor ourselves in order to honor others. A message from your guides. Your independence is the foundation of your strength and your success. So you walking in your life purpose, you cleansing yourself from the unnecessary attachments, from the unnecessary unnecessariness, right? You recharging your batteries, you getting in your private place, your sacred place, and then furthermore, beginning to stand up for yourself, right? It becomes the foundation not only for your personal strength, but for your success as well, personally, mentally, physically, emotionally, you know, financially, in your career life, in your relationships. But it all starts with you connecting with you. You stop faking the funk. You being who you're meant to be. And then finally, again, a message from our heart reminding us that the healing period is here. That there may be things as we begin to let go of these thoughts, of these feelings, we are now in a period of healing. Maybe this thought of negativity or this feeling of lack stemmed out of something that was really traumatic or hurtful, or that just played a big influence in our lives. But understanding now as we begin to let these things go, they're no longer, it's not an open wound. We're in a period of healing. Getting out in nature, again, recharging ourselves, spending time with the plants, spending time in water, near water. We are in a period or a time of healing, which is just so freaking amazing. And again, another reminder that we're healing, healing, healing. Another reminder that as we're healing, that period of deceit is coming to an end. And again, it's not even so much deceit from others, but at a deceit about our within and from and about ourselves. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? All right, guys. So I'm just shuffling really quick to see, to get our spirit. Oh, there we go. Wow. All right. So today our spirit animal is the ladybug. Notice little things. Notice the little things. Ladybug says, have you ever noticed how small I am, yet how much attention I can attract when I land somewhere nearby? My colors and my unusual dot markings do attract the eye in spite of my size. It's important to notice the little things around you, like how the veins of a leaf look like tiny rivers, the way a spider meanders along as she knows exactly where she's going, or the scent of the flowers on a spring day. Many people today are in such a hurry that they forget to look and really see all the little things that are so close by. Our world is full of such amazing detail, and you have the advantage of being smaller than adults. Well, sorry guys, this is for this is a kid's deck. Just remember, you have the advantage of being smaller than adults, so you are more likely to see them. You just have to look. Even if you look closer at the people in your life, get to know them a little better by noticing the different expressions on their faces, the way that they move when they walk, or other small things about that person that you may not have noticed. So this is kind of cool. It includes a little activity, a couple of activities. Take a nature walk and go slowly, observing the details of your surrounding. Well, I think we've gotten 2 messages that clearly told us to get in nature. Notice the details that you like about your friends and family members and compliment them on these. And I love this in particular because how many times this week have we told to get more heart-centered, to get more heart-focused, right? It's often the little things you do for others that mean a lot, such as saying thank you with a smile whenever you have an opportunity to do so. So really what I love about this is, I think this is, what I'm getting is this is a big part of our healing process. As we are letting go, start to notice the little things, because so often we live in a world, we live in a life where we're rushing. We are concentrating, or we're always focusing on the big picture, but sometimes we forget to really just appreciate the little things in life. So when we take that time, when we're going through the purification, you know, notice the little things. Here's one of the things I notice with myself when it comes especially with food. You know, when we take the time to notice when those munchies kick in. I realize that, okay, around for me, the later in the evening it gets, the more that I want to munch. So I have to notice about myself, okay, Maybe I need to take my butt to bed sooner. You know what I'm saying? When I eat certain things, I feel certain ways. Taking time to really notice, sometimes when we're in that lack, in that fear-based mindset, the biggest thing that we notice is what we don't have. But sometimes it really helps, not sometimes, it really always helps to take a step back and to really spend some time being grateful for, or being thankful for the things that we do have. Okay, maybe I don't have the big house on the hill yet, but gosh darn it, I have a solid roof over my head and I'm safe. Notice the little things, you know, and it's not about nitpicking. It's not about comparing. It's about appreciating what's out there. It's about appreciating the life. If you happen to see, you know, you have some plants, notice the veins in the plant, how they're rivers of life for this leaf. You know what I'm saying? Like, just notice the little things, and really what it'll help you to do is to A, not only ground yourself, but B, begin to get into that place of appreciation, that place of gratitude, like we spent so much time talking about yesterday. And again, as we get into that place of gratitude, now we start to replace those negative, fear-based thoughts with those loving, abundant, heart-based thoughts. And that, again, is what powers our heart, which is powering our electromagnetic field. So when we are being grateful, we are now bringing more things to us to be grateful about. I don't know. I think it's a win-win. So again, notice the little things. Be grateful. Be appreciative. Know that as we go through this eclipse tomorrow, that this is the perfect time to be letting things go. Taking stock, taking inventory of your thoughts and your feelings and even your actions. What am I doing? What thoughts am I having out of fear and lack, out of darkness? What decisions am I making? What actions am I taking? Where am I holding myself back out of fear? Right? And when we really start to take inventory, we could, got you. So I am going to start to express myself more creatively in that aspect. I'm not going to hold back. You know what? I have been cheating on X, Y, and Z, you know, with my nutrition. I'm going to toughen up and be more disciplined. I was like, what's the word I'm looking for? Disciplined. Maybe I haven't been disciplining myself, and this happens with a lot of people, because I failed so much in the past, so I figured, why even try? Right? So I think that is a really, really, really amazing message. Hi, Maria. A really amazing message for today, again, especially as we're going into the eclipse tomorrow, the Great American Eclipse. What I will say for tomorrow is, I don't want to get into a lot of astrology, primarily because there are a lot of great astrologists out there, and astrology is not what I would consider my area of expertise, right? I do follow it. I do study it on my own. But I think that there are other people who have the desire and the life purpose to do so better than, or more so than I in that aspect. But what I will say is that I know a lot of you are dealing with a lot of thoughts and feelings, and you're like, you might feel manic over these last few weeks, like, I'm awesome, oh my god, things are falling apart, oh, this is really cool, my life is going to, you know, it's just been a back and forth, it's been a topsy-turvy, sometimes all at the same time, dealing with old thoughts, old feelings, old emotions, right? So what I will say is to detach from right or wrong, good or bad, up or down, left or right, and just recognize it again for what it is. So if and when these things are coming up within you, within your physical world, within your mental, emotional, spiritual realm, to recognize, okay, my fears are in my face, not for me to be fearful, but for me to address them. Okay, where am I have been operating out of fear in that area. Okay. Lakshmi has been telling me I have a bright future. Don't worry. I have been learning that these thoughts that run through my back of my head are what's ultimately feeding my actions, feeding my direction. Okay, I see now where I have to start. Anytime that negative thought comes in, bloop, rewind. All right, let me neutralize it and make it positive, you know. So, just a lot of thoughts. I will say be mindful. Allow yourself to feel. Many of us, and I was like this for so many years. And it was hard to, it wasn't hard. It was a transition to get out of it. And for me, a lot of it was fitness and clean eating. But I was very unemotional in the sense that I had emotions. I just would not allow myself to feel them. And in place of that, I would self-medicate. Right? So notice those areas within you. Are there certain emotions that you don't allow yourself to feel? Why? Because sometimes that shit gets scary, right? Are there certain thoughts you don't allow yourself? Sometimes, it was really interesting. I did a group coaching session a few weeks back. And one of the gentlemen mentioned, he was like, we were talking about what are the things that really make you happy. And he was like, Sharita, as a man, I was never raised to think about those things. I was raised to focus on your family, focus on, make sure that you're supporting them, that everything's taken care of, your bills are paid. Nowhere in my life did somebody say, oh, by the way, and do what makes you happy. So sometimes we're not even in the mindset, or we don't allow ourselves, or we're not accustomed to thinking certain things, to allowing ourselves to dream. So I would say be mindful. If you notice, okay, I don't even allow myself to think about that. Why? Where are you operating out of lack? For the longest time, this is a straight up situation. I didn't allow myself to think in terms of buying a new house because I was like, oh, my credit sucks and there's no way I'll ever be able to buy a new house. Well, then one day I finally got bold and went and checked it, and I was like, oh my God! What the hell? It wasn't nowhere near what I thought it was. Like, I was like, this is actually pretty okay. I could probably qualify for a mortgage, But had I not opened myself up to even think about that, I would have never checked, and I still would have just completely limited myself at all times. Does that make sense, guys? So what's kind of cool is when we allow ourselves to dream, it starts to open up different avenues and channels, and we're like, maybe I can do this, that, or the other. Maybe I can do that after all, So where are you cutting yourself off in your mind, in your thinking, in your feelings, in your emotions? All right. Okay. I think that is going to wrap us up for today. In regards to our reading tomorrow, I honestly don't know what it's going to bring. I do want to do a guided meditation within the group, as a group exclusive. So if you are not in the I Am Goddess Life private group, then you need to be. But I do want to do a group meditation, a guided meditation tomorrow. And I'm saying that, but I don't know. Like I told you guys yesterday, sometimes I have these grand plans, but then like God, Spirit, my guides are like, your plans don't mean anything. This is what we're actually going to do. So we'll see where the energy takes us. We might just have a regular reading. I don't know. So I love y'all lots. I want you to do me a favor. Join me back here in about 30 minutes. I'll be on with Vegan Fitness Goddess, and we're going to talk a lot about consciousness versus knowledge of self. We are also going to get into a little bit of race relations and spirituality and all that good jazz. So I'm super excited. I'm expecting some good conversation, not any controversy, not any debating, but just some good open conversation, because she and I have very different crowds. So when we bring them together, it's usually pretty interesting. All right, y'all, let's social it up one more time. Also, don't forget to check the links in the description if you would like your free one-on-one coaching session, discovery session with me. Otherwise, your free goddess reading. Make sure you check that out. And for those of you who are interested in the meditation course, make sure that you are commenting in the comments so that I can send you the login details and all that good jazz. I love you lots, y'all. Let's social it up one more time. And I'm just checking real quick to make sure that we don't have any questions going on. Let me check YouTube really quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I think we are good there. So I love you lots. Have an amazing afternoon. Get mindful, get heartfelt, all that good jazz, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.